Welcome back, and this is our final part of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, the main event tag team matchup. And from what I'm being told, that this matchup is now a tag team match. Lemar James Jackson and Antonio Goldman are beating the hell out of each other backstage, and no one can seem to restrain them. And here's Shaun Stevens and White Boy Fresh kicking things off in this matchup, as MVP tagged in White Boy Fresh to fight Shaun Stevens. So both of these men will be facing each other at MPWF SummerSlam in a Junior Heavyweight Championship matchup. And now White Boy Fresh is just beating the hell out of Shaun Stevens, and Shaun Stevens running and tagging in his teammate, the MPWF champion Tyrone Fitzgerald. Shaun Stevens wants no part of White Boy Fresh right now, and Fresh, oh what a punch there by White Boy Fresh, dropping the MPWF champion. If you thought things were crazy in the MPWF, I mean, we're supposed to have a 6-man tag main event, and 2 of the participants of that 6-man tag matchup are backstage right now, beating the hell out of each other. And there's an eye rake by Tyrone Fitzgerald, and oh, White Boy Fresh catches him, using his speed there, and now tagging in MVP, and here comes the legendary MVP in the ring. MVP now, oh, kick to the gut, watch this here, MVP, oh, what a boot to the face. MVP, ladies and gentlemen. The Punjab Prince from the 305 taking down Tyrone Fitzgerald. And oh, Fitzgerald there with a reversal. So Fitzgerald and MVP have some serious history with each other, as we mentioned before. MVP, I mean, he trained Fitzgerald when he was a part of the Creed back in the day, one of the most dominant factions in all of car wrestling, and certainly in the MPWF. Now Fitzgerald throwing MVP into the ring and tagging back in Shaun Stevens. And Shaun Stevens is a man who showed no respect to the legend of MVP last week when he faced him, attacking him after the match. And if it wasn't for White Boy Fresh, who knows how much damage would have been done to MVP. But there's a drop kick there by the Junior Heavyweight Champion. And Fitzgerald now got him in the ropes. Now here's the choke there by Shaun Stevens. And it seems that what MVP did for Fitzgerald, Tyrone Fitzgerald is doing for Shaun Stevens. And oh, kick to the gut here. Now look at this. What a shot there. Goes for an ankle lock, does Shaun Stevens. And MVP trying to escape, but Shaun Stevens taking control of the situation. Now tagging in Tyrone Fitzgerald. And now Fitzgerald here going for slamming his knee into the mat. And now they're looking to work at the leg of MVP. And again, ladies and gentlemen, it's been mentioned so many times this week, but October 2nd, this Sunday, it will be MPWF SummerSlam 2011. Oh, MVP, though, fights back with a knee to the gut. MVP now going to throw Tyrone Fitzgerald to the outside of the ring, but Fitzgerald able to hang on there. And MVP trying to take a cheap shot at Shaun Stevens. Stevens moved out of the way. MVP knocking Fitzgerald off the apron. And I'm not sure what MVP is doing here, but Tyrone Fitzgerald trying to regroup. MVP knocks over Shaun Stevens. Fitzgerald, though, waited for MVP to get outside the ring, waited for him to make the mistake, now went right back to that leg. Now Shaun Stevens has MVP here. And now, standing code blue. Oh my goodness! Good grief! Jesus, MVP's knee from the standing code blue went into the steel steps. And now Shaun Stevens with a devil's sentence. My goodness gracious me, and they are now just beating the hell out of MVP, and MVP may be done from this matchup. What an assault on the outside of the ring by the Junior Heavyweight Champion. And now Fitzgerald turning MVP around here. And now what is this? Going for a high elevated atomic drop. And oh, Jesus. Huge atomic drop there by Tyrone Fitzgerald. And I mean, the damage has certainly been done to MVP on the outside of the ring. I mean, I now look at this. Tyrone Fitzgerald going for that leg with a figure 4 leg lock. And MVP may just have to tap out. White Boy Fresh breaking up the count though. White Boy Fresh breaking up the submission. And Fitzgerald now throwing MVP into the ropes. And now here's a float over DDT. My God. And now Fitzgerald tagging in Shaun Stevens. I mean, the damage may have been done from that outside assault. And now there's a bulldog by Shaun Stevens. I mean, MVP, he's out. I mean, I don't know if he can fight back whatsoever. His legs are certainly going to be bothering him thanks to Stevens. I mean, Stevens is obviously sending a message to White Boy Fresh, saying that he could do that to White Boy Fresh at any time. And there, MVP was unable to get the boot as high as he could, and Shaun Stevens could see it coming. His legs, I mean, he's certainly experienced some major pain in those legs, no pun intended. And Shaun Stevens now onto the top rope here. MVP is hurt. White Boy Fresh is trying to get this crowd on his side, trying to get them to get MVP to make the tag to him. And there, oh, there's a blockbuster off the top rope, taking down MVP. Shaun Stevens now going for the cover here in this main event. 1, 2, White Boy Fresh breaking up the count one more time. And now, shot by Shaun Stevens now. And now look at this, Shaun Stevens humiliating MVP by choking him out in the middle rope. So the Dynasty says that they're going to bring change here to the MPWF. And, oh, there's a second devil sentence. And that one is it. White Boy Fresh has been knocked off the apron. Shaun Stevens with a devil's sentence. And now going for a half-busted crab in the ropes. Shaun Stevens now definitely humiliating him, but White Boy Fresh getting back in the ring and stopping him before any more of this humiliation can continue. I mean, I thought better of Shaun Stevens, but now MVP's been busted open. I mean, Shaun Stevens really showing us his character in recent weeks. I mean, White Boy Fresh trying his best to get MVP to get this, make the tag. That's what he needs to do, but MVP fights back with a punch, and now a kick to the gut. And you can see his legs really hurting him, and Shaun Stevens able to reverse that. Shaun Stevens is so much more quicker than MVP is. But I mean, oh wait, MVP with a reversal though. MVP with a veteran-like reversal. And now can he make it? And yes, he's got the tag to White Boy Fresh. White Boy Fresh now in the match. Drops Shaun Stevens. White Boy Fresh now knocking Fitzgerald off the apron. Taking out the MPWF champion. And ladies and gentlemen, here comes the F5. And F5 connects there. Here comes the pain by White Boy Fresh. White Boy Fresh now in to go for the cover. Can he get it? Whoa, no, Tyrone Fitzgerald breaks up the count before anything can even happen. But the good thing is that MVP is able to get some rest time on the apron. And now White Boy Fresh in the ring taking down Shaun Stevens. And now White Boy Fresh sending Shaun Stevens into the ropes here. And now, oh, Luthez press. Now pounding away as Shaun Stevens does Fresh. I'm telling you, man, this rivalry is personal. Both these men, they broke into the business with each other. I mean, they came in as a mass murderous, malicious intent. They ruled the MPWF Tag Team Division for a while, but now White Boy Fresh going for the leg drop, and it's now about the Singles Championship. It's now about the Junior Heavyweight title, and White Boy Fresh hits the leg drop on Shaun Stevens. And now, White Boy Fresh now, oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, the pile driver on Shaun Stevens, perhaps one of the most dangerous moves in all of professional wrestling, in all of core wrestling. White Boy Fresh going for the second F5 of this matchup, and he connects there on Shaun Stevens. The F5 connects. MVP now looking to neutralize the MPWF champion, which he does. White Boy Fresh goes for the cover, 2, 3, and White Boy Fresh and MVP pick up the win here tonight at MPWF Annihilation episode 17. What a main event matchup. As you look here at the replays, what a victory for MVP and White Boy Fresh. I mean, Shaun Stevens and Tyrone Fitzgerald, they took out MVP. They had him worn down for the majority of this matchup. I mean, 2 Devil's Sentence, the standing code blew into the steel steps. MVP was seriously hurt, but White Boy Fresh came in and the tide turned with this pile driver, and then his finishing maneuver here, the F5. And at MPWF SummerSlam, White Boy Fresh could hit the F5 or the WMD, sorry, not the WMD. My goodness, he could hit the DVD. It is like a WMD, it is like a weapon of mass destruction. It's the F5, the DVD, the Death Valley driver. White Boy Fresh can hit any of those maneuvers and pick up the victory and become the MPWF Junior Heavyweight Champion. But I mean, what a victory and what a night we have witnessed here on MPWF Annihilation. I mean, you can see the elation in MVP and White Boy Fresh, but are we looking at the next MPWF Junior Heavyweight Champion? Is that what we are seeing? I mean, Shaun Stevens knocked out. MVP now showing respect to White Boy Fresh. What a matchup. A big victory goes out to these two men, but oh my god, there's Lemar James Jackson and Antonio Goldman is still beating each other up. I mean, how long can they fight each other for? Both of these men have been destroying each other, and now, oh! Fuck! Antonio Goldman just went right into the glass window there of the dynasty of someone's car. My god, I think that's how Moss goes.